What up, everybody? I'm back on Carnivore. If you've been following my carnivore journey, then you know what's up already. But just in case you're new, 2 months ago, I did a month of carnivore. The next month, I did not. Now I'm doing it again. This second round of the first week has been rough. First half of the week was pretty awful. We were definitely adjusting because we were finishing up all our bad food. So on that Sunday, we kind of had all the bad food. And that made our Monday horrible and our Tuesday pretty bad. Wednesday was getting better, and then now it's Friday, and actually this whole week has been bad. I'm only now feeling pretty good. We've also been having some air quality issues in this home, which we're having a lot of allergic reactions to. You know, we can't exactly control it all because we have attached units that we can't control what our neighbors do in there. So there's only so much we can do. So we've been struggling with that. But in the midst of our despair today, we got through it without drinking and came out victorious. Got all this energy and positivity and excitement. It was like we finally broke through that wall of dread at the health of our lungs with this air quality in here. And then we were like, booyah! Conquerors, it's okay, we can do this. I think we finally got through this hard week. It's Friday and got 2 more days until week 2 begins. If you look back at this clip, I look so rough and I'm feeling a lot better. Hopefully I look a lot better today too. Gosh, I am looking rough. What a great time to go back to carnivore. First of all, it's morning. I don't do well in the morning. Also, I got sunburned yesterday. And of course, there's a big old zit there now. So let's just top the cake with some frosting and weigh myself for the first time since our cheating month. Yeesh. Today is Thursday. We started carnivore again on Monday, but our scale ran out of batteries. We ordered some, so we had to wait. It clearly ran out of battery because it was so tired from weighing us all the time. We were just so heavy, and I'm going to weigh myself now. Maybe add like a pound or something to compensate for those missing days, but honestly, I don't feel like I've lost anything. Oh, what was I before? I think I was at 171 or something. 175.2. I'll just say 176 then. So I've gained like 5 pounds. I really want to get into the 160s. Let's see if I can do that. All right, 41. What did I say? 41 and a half. Yeah, there's been a lot of discouragement when it comes to weight, and then I gained weight. I gained half of the weight that I lost. I gained that back. Feeling like, you know, don't like how I look, but I'm determined. We're gonna keep going, and I am going to get into the 160s, which I have not been in, I don't know, 2 years? I don't know, maybe 2 years. Welcome to round 2 of carnivore for me. Let's do this, man. Hey you guys, and just an overview of what we've been eating. We have a flexible window. We always start eating at 9, and then we try to end at 5, but sometimes it's 6. We have black coffee up until 9, 1 or 2 cups, and then we will add cream to it. Pretty much right away at 9 we make fried eggs, 3 each. And then right around 1 or 2 we'll have lunch. And this week it's been 3 burgers. We'll put cheese on those burgers until we run out of cheese, and then we just have them plain with salt, and we do seasoning, which I know seasoning isn't strict carnivore, but we've been adding that in to make life a bit more enjoyable. We feel fine putting seasoning on stuff. And then that's pretty much our main meals. For snacks, it's been string cheese. The butcher we go to has these huge packages of string cheese, and it's so good. It's so snackable, which is why we love them. But this week we're gonna cut those out because I've been going ham on them. If we need it, we'll also have a protein shake. And I've definitely been putting a lot of half and half in my protein shake. I've also been trying to do better at my electrolytes this round. What we got to work with are these supplements here of calcium, magnesium, and zinc. You're supposed to have 3 to get your full serving size in a day. The only problem is, guys, I cannot swallow pills for the life of me. I know it's all in the head, but even when I take allergy pills, which are so small, only about 30% of the time I can actually swallow it. I try to practice with that. And I know it makes no sense, but I can't swallow pills. I have to chew up ibuprofen, I have to chew up my iron pills. This is what I go through to make sure I get electrolytes. One day I'd like to do that electrolyte powder stuff that all the YouTubers talk about, but I haven't looked at the prices. All I can do is just imagine that it's expensive. So I didn't even want to look into it, but that'd probably be fun. Anyways, electrolytes. Good morning, guys. Just a quick check-in because, okay, it's Sunday morning. Sundays are our days off. We've been trying to find a church to go to, but it hasn't been working out so well. We were gonna try this one church this morning, but then my husband has such a terrible headache. We're thinking it's like allergies from the air quality in this house. Even though it's been snowing this morning and rain and stuff, we would crack the windows because his headache is so bad. So instead of going to church, we've been catching up on Yona Yenton, which we used to watch her videos a lot, just haven't in a while. We love Yona Yenton. We watched her Christmas decorating and baking video, and suddenly we are overcome with the temptation to make snickerdoodles. My husband's been wanting snickerdoodles for so long. I miss baking, and snickerdoodles sounds so good. And I'm seriously in the crux of deciding to make some. I actually have a few ingredients left, but all the flour I have left is bread flour. But it is seriously so tempting right now because it's freezing. It's probably like the last cold day and I haven't baked in so long and really want to make snickerdoodles. Don't let me do it. Okay, hold me accountable. This is you holding me accountable. That's why I'm recording. I cannot make snickerdoodles today, okay? I cannot. Right? Alright, so this is the bad boy that we run a lot to help with the air. Look how dark it is. Can you not tell? Let me show you. Is that bad? So my dudes, as you can tell, it's pretty bad. And it's like, oh, we can just keep replacing all those filters because obviously that one needs replaced. It's pretty bad. But for these filters, it's like $70 or so to get 4 of them that we need. Gets a little expensive to upkeep the air quality in here. I don't really know what to do, and I know this isn't carnivore related, but it's health related, so maybe you guys have some ideas. It's shared air. We have no control over it, you know. If it was up to us, we would just have our windows open and have it be cold, but we control the thermostat for our neighbor who is the problem. He's an old man and he's always freezing. We even bought him a really good space heater so that we could have it a little cooler in here, and we can see what his temperature is often like 76 or so. And every time the heat kicks on, we get all his air, and it's horrible. It's a mixture of cigarette smoke and I don't know what it is. It's not just cigarette smoke, but that's bad enough as it is, but it's also something else that's I can't even describe it. It's just such stench. I don't know what goes on. I don't know what he does in there. I know it's bad. He told me once that, oh, I cleaned the litter box. I know he lets the cats in there. And he cleaned the litter box like one time and he told me about it. He was excited. He said it was spring cleaning. So I'm imagining that's the state of what goes on in there. Sometimes when the intake comes, we'll spray deodorizer into it and cross our fingers, but it's been getting bad and it's affecting our health. Especially my husband is getting really bad headaches, basically, and it's kind of disgusting. And I know, like, for a while we were worried. It's like, is it us? Are we doing anything? But we've gone through big periods of cleaning everything, spraying down everything. We've even used like really strong hydrogen peroxide stuff that, you know, got it on my hands, and it gave me blister things. Like, we've gone through all of that to make sure there's no mold and such. So we've definitely considered that it could be us, but we've done the cleaning and it's not us. Every time the heat goes on and we get his air, it's so bad. So that's another reason why we've just wanted to get out of here so much. But winter has been hard because we close up and then we have to have his air. In the summertime, we have the windows open as much as possible, and then if we have to have the AC on in the summertime, we actually duct tape all the vents, which is probably bad, but we cannot take his air. Like, if we don't need to, obviously when the heat's on we have to, but otherwise we duct tape, like triple duct tape the vents so we don't get his air. So winters, even though we like winters because then no tourists are here, we can get a little bit of peace and there's no construction. It's also hard because we have to have the heat on and get shared air into our place, and it's horrible. I am excited. This is like the last cold few days, and then it's gonna be warm and we get to have the windows open a lot more. I don't know. I cannot stand cigarette smell, and like last night it was really blowing in and I could feel it on my skin. My face became itchy. I could just feel all that, and the smell, and it's like it pumps through every room, and the bathroom, like you go in the bathroom and it just smells like cigarette smoke. It's just like, and I don't think he's smoking in the building. Our guess is that he's doing like the open the door, lean outside smoke, and most of it blows back in, you know. And it didn't used to be this bad, but it's getting worse ever since he retired. It's really bad because he's home all the time, and it's just, anyways, that's a side tangent, but that's what we're dealing with, and it's causing a lot of physical harm. Yeah. Send help. So it's been 1 week back on carnivore again for my second round. So if you remember from my very first round, I started out at 186. This time around, I started out at 176. And after a week on carnivore, I've only lost 2 pounds. Pretty discouraging. I shouldn't be so discouraged, but I did get a little discouraged stepping on the scale today. Especially since my husband stepped on the scale and he lost 9 pounds. So now I know guys lose weight faster than girls do usually, and I accept this, but also I ate a lot of string cheese this week, so I think that probably did not help. And then if you look at my before and after pictures, which also, that picture, the first picture I took was on Thursday and not on Monday, because I just forgot to take pictures on Monday because I didn't weigh in because the scale was dead. So while that was on Thursday and today's Monday, there's not much change there. You can't really see much change, I don't think. Even though I didn't lose much weight, this week has been pretty good. But I actually had quite a bit of energy. In the first round of carnivore, during my first week, I was so tired. This week I wasn't really. I had a lot of energy, which was really different for me. And that felt great, so I was really happy about that. I was also super productive. I uploaded a ton onto YouTube, which usually I can only do 1 video a week, and this time I think I did 2 videos and 2 or 3 shorts. A good YouTube week for me. So this week we're gonna taper down. We're not gonna get string cheese. I'm also gonna let the supply of cream and half and half dwindle down. I mean, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna finish it up, but I really do want to be losing weight, and 2 pounds this week, not so cool for me. So what I need to do is sacrifice some more comforts. Honestly, I've been struggling with how I look a lot this week, and looking pretty down on myself. I need to make some changes, but I'm also trying to not be so mean to myself. I don't know. The double chin has been making me feel really self-conscious, as well as my arms seem to be tubes. And they are strong, like they're pretty strong, but they're also not very defined. So I'd like to, yeah. I don't want tube arms, I want defined arms. Now, I don't know if you guys will be into this at all, but I did design a couple carnivore t-shirts, trying my hand at it. If you want to check them out, the link will be down there, and let me know what you think, or if you have any design ideas you'd like me to create. It is pretty fun. And I kind of wanted to make something for this carnivore community. Hope you like them. Oh, also my anxiety has gone down when we stopped drinking. Such a win. Awesome. Oh, and we only had 2 temptation points. Let's see. The one was we really wanted to drink when the air was just getting so horrible in here. It was giving us headaches and such from the neighbor, like I said. So we really, when we get to that point where it's like things you can't control, that's when we definitely like to drink. If there's nothing you can do about it, that's a quick fix. So we had a temptation point there, but we burst through. We did not succumb to temptation, so that was a huge one. And then yesterday, when I really wanted to make snickerdoodles and we were seriously considering making snickerdoodles, I was 70%, I'd say, about to do it. It's funny how strong that temptation actually came. Like, that was nowhere on our radar, and then suddenly it was like, we need snickerdoodles. But we didn't, so don't worry. And actually, I have you guys to thank for that. After I filmed that little clip confessing that we were tempted to do this, it helped. It was like, oh, I can't do this. I'll let the YouTube people down. So thank you, that actually helped. I guess there was a 3rd temptation point also on Sunday, because Sunday's our rest day, and it's like to rest you want to just snack and lay on the couch and be cozy. We do still have ice cream in the freezer, actually a lot of it. We were kind of like, oh well, on Sundays you can have your little 4-ounce thing of ice cream. That was on the docket for the day, but actually I tried to trick my mind. I was like, yeah, you can have that. Like, I gave myself permission, and when I gave myself permission, it took away the desire for it. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think I would have felt guilty for that, but I'm glad I didn't. Mostly because I really want to be losing weight, so come on, man. Come on, girl. Make sacrifices. Don't eat ice cream. Boy. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing as satisfying as refusing to succumb to temptation. Like, that is a huge win, and it feels so good. You know, it can hurt in the moment when you're like, oh, I just really wanted that. But when you don't succumb to temptation, it does something in here, you know? You get stronger mentally. Denying the flesh when you should is a really good practice. That means my soul has control over my body and its cravings. And I think that's a very valuable and important characteristic to amp up. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really hope to report back to you guys next week about losing more weight. Hopefully 4 pounds. I want to be in the 160s, man. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.